Thank you. No problem. Got to see the radio thing. So yeah, that was a bit of an adventure. Definitely a different driver than last night. By the way, it is if you didn't see my zooming in on the clock, it is 6:37 p.m. now. It just turned to 6:38. Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. Yeah, it took a little longer to get here on that bus than it did yesterday, and partially due to that random detour that I was trying to get video of. It's so hard to see. He actually had his lights on, interior lights on, so it's kind of hard to see outside the bus. And you can, generally never see forward when you're in a bus, so you're kind of limited to what you can see looking sideways. And I tell you, one of these days I'm gonna come through here with my own damn clippers and trim those tree branches. Those things hit me every time I walk through here. So yeah, what happened was definitely a different driver. And had I not been putting money in, I don't think the guy would have even noticed. In fact, so I swiped my card and it made the happy beep, and the fare box actually says on it, insert additional $2.25. And I go to put money in, the guy's like, oh, whoa, what are you doing? You don't need to put money in. And I'm like, well, I'm putting in the rest of my fare. Well, it almost looked like there was a person hunched over that shopping cart. I said, I'm just putting in the rest of my fare. And he's like, oh, because I'm all used to everybody just using swiping their cards. And I explained to him, like rode local buses to get there and had a regular local transit pass. Yeah, most of the people that use the rapid buses don't use anything but the rapid buses. And one thing I'm also noticing, because of like where they actually pick up at, the only like downtown spot is that one I've been getting on. I mean, I guess there's the one, I think it's like 4th Avenue and I can't remember, it's Adams or Monroe. I always get Adams or Monroe confused. It's so trippy looking to me. Like, I can tell that's kind of where the barricade used to be. Just absolutely don't understand why ADOT and the City of Phoenix don't finish this and make it actually connect more. So the other side, there's a hole that goes down. On this side, I gotta get up over that railing, and then I get up over this railing, and there's kind of a cut in the chain link. This sucks. It'd be a lot easier to do if I wasn't trying to carry a bag and a damn iPhone. Oh. Part of me wants to send some emails to the City of Phoenix and to the Arizona Department of Transportation about it. And then part of me is worried that if I do, they're going to actually make an effort to fix that chain link so it's impossible to get past and secure this that chain link gate that I just walked through. And yeah, I would rather they not did that. So I'm not trying to bring any additional attention to myself. All right, finally on the Phoenix side of that fence, out of the freeway easement. When you're driving on a freeway, you never really realize just how fucking loud they are. Because you're in your car, you probably got the windows up, you got your music on. But man, just there's a pedestrian crossing one. It's so annoyingly loud. So loud. And that RV is still sitting there. That was there when I rolled out. There's a minivan that's been there for, it was definitely there Wednesday night when I walked out this way last week. Oh my gosh, the trailers are gone. The two semi-trailers. At least there's been some kind of movement on this street. I saw those in the aerial photograph on when I look at Google Maps of this area right here, and those two, I mean, maybe not those exact same trailers, but two trailers in the exact, semi-trailers in the exact same location. And I was just under the impression that somebody had stashed those there and just wasn't. That's where they found storage is being ignored. So there's definitely a 79th Avenue here, but it's dirt. Asphalt starts. There's no street lights this far out either. The asphalt starts right here. Asphalt starts right here. So the semi-trailers are gone. Oh yeah, I can just tell from looking at how much dust and dirt was underneath where they were, that those had been sitting there for a long time. I don't know what this debris is in the road. Some kind of fitted rubber pipe for a car. And so this road doesn't have any entrances this far south. It doesn't go anywhere, but then it turns to dirt. As you can see to the south, there's a street light and a traffic light at Van Buren. I don't know, it just absolutely makes no sense to me that this doesn't connect. It doesn't have a nice connection to those carpool exits there and 79th Avenue going north, because it seems to me that it would be, I mean, even if they don't want semis using it, I mean, obviously all they'd have to do is put a sign up that says, no trucks. But I mean, they let the buses use it, so obviously it's suitable for CDL required vehicles. But I mean, whatever, put up a sign that says no trucks if ADOT doesn't want trucks on it. But it sure would be nice for all the people that work in these warehouses. I mean, because a lot of these warehouses, like Amazon runs damn near just runs 24/7. There's another Amazon facility on the left here. I think that one runs, although I'm beginning to wonder if that one, I don't see a lot of activity over there, so part of me wonders if maybe that was something Amazon was previously renting. Mind you, I'm not disclosing company information, I'm just my own theories of what I see by walking around. I don't see much activity going on there. I don't see Amazon trucks or an Amazon sign on the side, so I'm thinking maybe that was something that was being rented, and the space on the right where I work is owned, so they're no longer renting that big warehouse on the left. There is still a big warehouse on the left. I'm sure somebody else will pick it up. And that warehouse there that I just walked past is PetSmart's warehouse. And these are, oh geez, Amazon not trimming their trees. I almost walked into a tree branch going over the sidewalk. Yeah, pedestrian infrastructure is generally always a oversight, or generally an afterthought. Even when it's put in, a lot of times it's not maintained because it's just assumed nobody really uses it. Wow, there's a lot of traffic. I hope this guy's coming down. All these vehicles you see coming in, that's people that work on the same shift with me. So, insane amount of people that work here. And you see, there's a lot of traffic flow. A lot of people coming from the 67th Avenue side. Anyway, I should probably stop since I'm on the property. I should probably stop this video here. But it's 6:47. I'm not late. I forgot to say what it was that the damn bus. Oh, I made the mistake of using that sidewalk before. That sidewalk is not connecting where I need to go. And that crosswalk you see going out, that just goes deeper into the parking lot, into an area where I have to hop over a fence to get to 79th Avenue. So that's not. walkway is assuming everybody's walking to their car. That's the general assumption of society these days, and at least in the United States, specifically in Phoenix. I forgot to say, so the bus didn't, kind of sidetrack, talking about other stuff, but the bus didn't make the exit on 79th Avenue. And I kind of was standing up, and I was near the driver because I was expecting to go out the front door. And I was just going to comment to the driver, yeah, the warehouse I work at, because I told him I'm going to work as opposed to coming home from work. And by the way, I keep trying to mention it, and I keep getting sidetracked. I believe that the bulk of the people that ride that aren't even downtown office workers as much as state workers, people that work for government offices. And I think they give those cards as a benefit to encourage state workers in the government row there between 7th and 17th Avenues to use transit instead of driving. Anyway, they I was going to say so I was standing up. I was going to tell the driver that, and I was ready to depart right away, because it just seems like the other day, the driver drove right by that spot and is just used to going on up to the Desert Sky Park and Ride by the mall. And and I'm standing there, and he just goes right past the exit for 79th Avenue. I'm like, whoa, where are you going? He's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. I feel bad for the guy. He said there was an accident that was pulled off into the median not too long before the exit, and he said he was just kind of focusing on the accident, which is, yeah, that's how a lot of accidents happen. Looky-loos looking at accidents and not paying attention to the road in front of them, or daydreaming and forgetting where they're going. Anyway, it's all good. He got me where I needed to, and I'm to work on time. But yeah, that was kind of a scary moment of like, oh, now what? And part of me wanted to ask him to just maybe let me off at the first bus stop there on 75th Avenue. But I asked if he was going back to the transit center, and he's like, oh yeah, no problem. And I don't know if you all heard, he apologized on my way out. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Anyway, I'm definitely getting into the Amazon zone, so I better stop this. But thanks for coming with.